I wonder if we could take a quick look together here at the only problem we have on planet Earth. We have one problem to solve. And if we solve that problem, then in quantum, we can move. Quantum meaning by millions of miles or years in one fell swoop with no time going by, quantum movement. That problem is the problem of thought. We have been trapped inside this problem of thought for thousands of years. So why not, instead of addressing our greed or our jealousy or our anger or our narcissism or our racism, all of the things that our last president was filled with, and that we all, in one amount or another, are also, all of those things we could address individually. And what we would do then is what we have been doing over and over, fixing ourselves, going round and round and round, fixing one thing and then another and then another and another and another, never ever completing the circle, so to speak, never completing the solving the problem. If we could each take a look at that, we really only have one problem, one flaw, one thing that's causing, allowing to be, the jealousy, the greed, the anger. All of it is combined in one mess, so to speak, in one, what do they say that? Something about the, I don't know, bottle of worms or something like that. There's a statement about that. Don't open that can of worms. They're all in there together. And it encompasses about 10% perhaps of the capacity of our mind. And it keeps us trapped in that 10% of the capacity of our mind. And that's thought. Of course, knowledge and belief are there as well. Belief is the firstborn of thought, and knowledge is the locker room, the storage area of the locker, the storage area of all of our other flaws, if you will. Kind of strange, I'm saying we only have one flaw, and now I'm talking about all the other flaws. And both things are true. If we do not look in quantum at ourselves, realize that we are stuck in thought. When we're born, we are presented with a whole form, a whole bevy, a whole long thing called language. And it has anger, jealousy, it has all those words in it, and it has the truth, it has all of the things that we will face in our life are already there. They're already there when we're born. The only thing left for us to do is join, climb into that kettle of worms, and then squirm around in it. Become jealous, become angry, become greedy, narcissistic, become murderers, go to war, kill, maim. All of that is the result of one activity, and that one activity is thought. The problem, I guess you could say, is using thought to escape from thought. And as a matter of fact, we've been doing that for thousands of years. We have a thought that is a little better, we think, than the other thought, so we start going. I've heard it, who knows how many times you read these gurus and people saying, retrain your thinking. If your thinking is trained and you retrain it, that's a deeper level of train, isn't it? You're still a trained, conditioned robot. Just in case you think you might have escaped this condition, there are about 7.8928793.5 robots on planet Earth trapped in thought. Thought has all different forms of language. And like the ridiculousness of religion, all of them are the same. They all believe in some deity, in some invisible thing, or long dead person, died 2,000 years ago for our sins. That way, because of that, now we can sin, kill, maim, and murder all day long because our sins have already been died for. You can talk to, my guess, 1 million religious people. They'll talk about how they're godly and bringing forth peace on earth and goodwill to men, and ask them how many guns they own. And the answer will be, 1 to 15, maybe 20 guns, AR-15s, German Lugers and pistols, and I guess some maybe hunting rifles. All of them ready to kill in an instant if you want to steal something from them. So getting back to this conversation I'm suggesting that you might have with yourself is, you might ask yourself this question, because it sounds crazy, doesn't it, perhaps, that we only have one problem on planet Earth to solve, and that's the problem of thought. And if we can solve the problem of thought, then in quantum, we solve every problem that we have. Jealousy, anger, pain, suffering, misery, belief. All of that disappears because all of it is stored in our storage compartment that thought uses called knowledge. That's where it all is. So if we escape from that trap called thought, then those things are in our past. Doesn't mean they won't be there. As a matter of fact, it's almost important that they are there so that we can recognize if we start pulling one of those things back out again and becoming it again. In actuality, if we each completely, in a quantum leap, transform, we cannot go back. There is no go back to transformation. Transformation is the escape from thought. It is the giant leap in one quantum movement outside of time. No time goes by. You go from being a trained, conditioned robot who's a Presbyterian or a Catholic or a man or a woman, all the labels, woman, mother, father, cousin, uncle, all that ridiculous nonsense disappears. You remove every attachment within yourself. And if you look at the word attachment, you'll realize that as long as you're attached to something, a mother, a father, a son, a daughter, a cousin, or a religion, any of those things, if you're attached to any of those, you can't be free because you're attached. Like a hot air balloon, ready to go, and one of the lines is still connected to the ground. It can't go. Only when you cut for yourself every attachment that you have put on yourself. The good news is we each put on ourselves the trap that we're in. We each accept the world of our parents, who accepted the world of their parents, who accept onward, on backwards. That's why if we look, we'll notice that all we've done for the last thousands of years is repeat our history from a psychological standpoint. Repeat our history. We go to war, and then the war gets over. We get ready to get all built up and go back to war. And then we stop the war, and then we get ready for another war, and we go to another war. That is 100% each of us, yours, mine. That's our mistake. It's not them. It's not the politician that's doing it. The politician's put there by us. We are the idiots. We are so stupid that we don't even know that we're stupid. Now look, how stupid does a person have to be to not know they're stupid? Here's the problem there. It takes a little touch of intelligence to realize your own stupidity. If you can find a little avenue of intelligence, you can blow your entire world up and in quantum move 1,000,000 miles or 1,000,000 years with no time going by outside of time, and bam, there's a new human being born, a new consciousness born that has no violence at its core. The old consciousness that we have been trapped in for thousands of years, at its core, has violence. So that means all of us are violent. Some of us manifest it by going to church and buying people foods. Others manifest it by taking all the food that the church givers give out. We're all in it together. We are all crazy as a bedbug, thinking it's the other person causing the problem. Greatest thing that we do, as a matter of fact, is we're perfectly willing to go fix them. Look at those crazy people. But us? No. We can't be wrong about anything. So my suggestion then is the name of this film, this video, whatever you want to call this thing, Crazy Talk. We only have one problem to solve, and that's the problem of thought. And if we solve the problem of thought, then in quantum, we will have solved the problem of greed, of anger, of jealousy, of hatred. Well, there's no really such thing as hatred. Hatred is simply a function of a confused mind, which is what we are. We have confused minds. We accepted the absolutely insane world of our parents. And since then, all we have is a confused mind. So if you truly care to take a look at yourself, then watch your own actions. If you get angry, you know that you are trapped in thought. If you get jealous, if you have to be right, if you have to control your husband, wife, or yourself, you know then that you are trapped in thought. The other way you can know that you're trapped in thought is if you're one of the 7.89251.3.5 billion people on planet Earth. That's the other way you can know you're trapped in thought. Just in case if we suggest here, if I suggest that there's one or two people not trapped in thought out of the 7.82145 billion, there will be 7.825 will be that one person. So it's you. You are the reason that we go from war to war to war. You are the reason that we rape women and even elect men who rape women to the president, at least here in the United States. That's what we do. That's what we do. So if you can take a close, in-depth look at yourself and realize that you're already lost, already trapped in thought, perhaps that will open the door for your own quantum leap, your own personal transformation. If you transform, or if and when you transform your life, you transform the entire planet. A perfect life to each of you, if you accept.